Welcome back to Rare Coins Hub, the place where we uncover the rarest, most valuable coins that could potentially change your life. Today, we've got an unbelievable story, one that will make you look at your spare change in a whole new light. It's about a coin that may seem as ordinary as any other dime, but don't be fooled. This coin has a hidden secret. We're talking about the elusive 1982 Roosevelt dime, a coin that's caused a stir in the numismatic world and could be worth more than you'd ever expect. You're probably asking yourself, a 1982 dime? How can a regular old dime be worth anything significant? Well, stick with me, because this story has all the drama, intrigue, and suspense of a real-life treasure hunt. And by the end of this video, you're going to be amazed at what you could be sitting on. Now, let's set the stage. It's 1982, and things are changing rapidly in the world of US coinage. The government is looking for ways to cut costs in minting coins, and we're at the point where different metal compositions are being tested for various coins. Meanwhile, in the background, the Denver Mint, one of the key US mints, is working hard to strike dimes for circulation. But something unexpected happens during production, something that will make a certain group of dimes incredibly rare. But before we get into that, let's talk a little bit about the dime itself. The dime, which features President Franklin D. Roosevelt's portrait, has been a staple of US currency for decades. It's not exactly the most glamorous coin in circulation, but it's a symbol of Roosevelt's legacy, and it's one of the most frequently used coins in daily life. Whether you're grabbing a coffee, paying for parking, or tossing a few cents into a charity box, you've likely handled a dime at some point. Now, what you might not realize is that in 1982, something happened at the Denver Mint that would forever change the fate of this humble coin. A mistake, a tiny, seemingly insignificant error, was made in the production process. And that error led to a super rare version of the 1982 dime, one that's been dubbed the 1982 Roosevelt dime with a rare metal composition error. Here's what happened. In the process of minting dimes that year, a small batch of coins was struck with an incorrect metal mixture. You see, by 1982, the US Mint was experimenting with different alloys due to rising metal costs. While most of the dimes produced that year were struck with the usual copper-nickel alloy, a tiny percentage were struck with an alloy mixture that wasn't supposed to be used. It was a mistake that only a few collectors would uncover years later, but when they did, the coin world was shocked. To the naked eye, this dime looks exactly like any other. It features Roosevelt's image, the torch, the olive branch, and the oak branch on the reverse. But, when you look closer, especially when you test the weight, appearance, and metal content, you can see there's something special about a very small number of these dimes. These particular coins are made of a slightly different composition, which gives them a different weight and color. It's this subtle, almost imperceptible difference that makes the 1982 dime so incredibly valuable today. Now, why does this matter? Well, coin collectors and numismatists know that error coins, those struck with a mistake in the minting process, are often far more valuable than those struck perfectly. In this case, the 1982 dimes made with the incorrect alloy are extremely rare, and because of that rarity, they've become highly sought after by collectors all over the world. So, let's jump ahead a bit and look at how the 1982 error dime went from being an ordinary coin to one of the most valuable dimes in the world. As more collectors became aware of the minting error, interest in these coins exploded. The rare 1982 error dimes started showing up at auctions, coin shows, and private collections, fetching prices that made even the most seasoned collectors do a double take. And then something extraordinary happened. In 2004, a 1982 error dime was sold at auction for a staggering $119,000. That's right, one dime, worth $119,000. It wasn't a typo or a fluke. This rare coin had captured the imagination of the numismatic world, and its price reflected just how much collectors were willing to pay for a piece of history. The sale of this coin turned heads, with many people suddenly paying much closer attention to the coins in their collections. Now, I know what you're thinking. How can a dime be worth so much? Well, it all comes down to rarity. Very few of these misstruck dimes still exist. With the minting error being so subtle, it wasn't immediately obvious to most people that these coins were anything special. As time went on, these dimes circulated, were spent, and were lost in the shuffle of everyday life. As a result, only a handful of these 1982 D dimes with the rare metal mix remain in circulation, and even fewer are in pristine condition. The condition of a coin is key in determining its value. Coins are graded on a scale that goes from poor to mint state, MS, with MS 70 being the perfect coin. The higher the grade, the more valuable the coin. Coins that are well preserved, with minimal wear and no major blemishes, will always fetch a higher price. That's why if you ever find a 1982 D error dime, you'll want to get it professionally graded by a reputable service like PCGS or NGC to determine its value. If you're lucky enough to come across a 1982 D error dime, what you'll want to look for is weight and composition. A standard dime weighs 2.268 grams, but the 1982 D error dime is slightly lighter because of the incorrect alloy mix. It may also have a different color or shine, so keep an eye out for those subtle differences. If you suspect you have one of these rare error dimes, the best course of action is to get it examined by an expert. A professional coin grader will be able to determine whether the coin is the real deal, and if it is, you could be holding a piece of numismatic history worth a small fortune. Now, you might be wondering, what does the future hold for the value of these coins? As more time passes, the number of surviving 1982 D error dimes will only decrease. With only a small number of these coins still in existence, the demand for them is likely to increase, especially as interest in rare error coins continues to grow. It's a coin collector's dream to stumble upon one of these error dimes in their change, and while the chances of finding one are slim, they're not impossible. In fact, the next time you're digging through your change jar or inspecting your old coin collection, you might just find that hidden gem, the rare 1982 D error dime. So, there you have it. The 1982 D Roosevelt dime might just be an ordinary-looking coin, but its rarity, history, and the mysterious minting error make it one of the most valuable dimes ever. And just to recap, if you happen to find one of these rare coins, it could be worth up to a mind-blowing $119,000. Yes, that's right, $119,000 for a single dime. Thank you for joining me on this incredible journey into the world of rare coins. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, give us a thumbs up, and leave a comment below to let us know if you found any rare coins yourself. Who knows? The next treasure could be waiting in your pocket right now. At the number 2 coin is one that many might overlook in their pocket change, yet it holds a secret that, if discovered, could change your financial life. It's one of those coins you'd never think twice about, but to the right collector, it's worth a small fortune. That's right. Today, we're diving into the 2002 P. Roosevelt dime, and by the end of this video, you might just take a second glance at every dime you come across. Now, you're probably thinking, a 2002 P. Roosevelt dime? How could a dime from the early 2000s possibly be worth anything? Well, I'm here to tell you that this specific coin holds a mystery that's made it one of the most sought-after dimes in the world of numismatics. The value of a regular 2002 dime is hardly anything special, just 10 cents. But this particular 2002 P. Roosevelt dime? Well, it's a rare treasure, one of the best-kept secrets in the coin collecting community. Here's the thing about dimes in general, most people don't think twice about them. They're small, often overlooked in the hustle of everyday life. But as any seasoned coin collector knows, every coin has a story, and some have a tale so fascinating that their value skyrockets, even if they seem totally unremarkable at first glance. That's exactly what happened with the 2002 Roosevelt dime. Let me take you back to the year 2002. It was a year of change and development, not just for the world, but for the US Mint as well. The Mint was working hard to keep up with the growing demand for coins while still maintaining cost-effectiveness. Roosevelt dimes had been around since 1946, but little did anyone know, the year 2002 would bring a surprising twist, a mistake, or rather, an unexpected error in production, which would result in a coin that would become highly valuable. Now, what exactly makes the 2002 Roosevelt dime so special? The key to its mystique is hidden in a very small, unintentional error made at the mint. This error is subtle, but it's what turns this seemingly average coin into a rare find that collectors are willing to pay tens of thousands of dollars for. I know, this sounds hard to believe. A dime that's worth more than a car? More than some homes? But it's true, and I'm going to explain exactly why. In 2002, the Philadelphia Mint struck millions of dimes. But in a small percentage of them, something went awry during the coin striking process. The dies used to stamp the dime were slightly misaligned, which caused the details of the coin to become distorted. This was a manufacturing error, but it wasn't obvious at first. Only when collectors began inspecting the dimes carefully did they realize that a small number of 2002 dimes were struck off-center, making them incredibly rare. Let's talk about what exactly this misalignment error means for the 2002 dime. Normally, the die used to strike the dime is aligned perfectly, ensuring that the design is clear and sharp. But when there's a misalignment, the coin isn't struck properly, which leads to a blurred or distorted design. In some cases, the misalignment was so severe that part of the design was missing entirely. This is what makes the 2002 error dime so valuable. A properly struck 2002 dime is worth only a few cents, but a misaligned one? It's worth a small fortune. The misalignment can vary in severity, with some coins being slightly off-center and others being dramatically misstruck. Some of these coins have become so famous in the coin world that they've earned a reputation as holy grails of modern numismatics. Collectors and investors are constantly on the lookout for these rare dimes, and when one surfaces, it can fetch a price that blows everyone away. But why is this coin so highly coveted? It's not just the rarity that drives up its price, it's the condition as well. Collectors always want the best example of a rare coin. So, the more pristine the coin is, the higher its value. An off-center 2002 Roosevelt dime that's in mint condition, with a clean, well-preserved design, minimal wear, and no visible damage, can see its price skyrocket. If you happen to own one of these rare coins, it's important to get it professionally graded and authenticated by a reputable service like PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, or NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Corporation. These services will evaluate the quality of the coin, assign it a grade, and determine its authenticity. The higher the grade, the more valuable the coin is. Coins that are graded in MS-66 or MS-67, mint state with very few imperfections, are considered to be in excellent condition and can demand much higher prices than coins with lower grades. Let's take a look at some of the recent sales of these rare 2002 Roosevelt dimes. In 2016, an off-center 2002 Roosevelt dime, in near-mint condition, sold at auction for an astonishing $107,000. Yes, you read that right. $107,000 for a dime, a coin that was originally worth just 10 cents when it was minted. This sale sent shockwaves through the numismatic community, and ever since, collectors have been searching for their own hidden gems. You might be wondering, how can a dime go from being worth just a few cents to a six-figure sum? Well, it all comes down to the principles of rarity and condition. When a mistake is made at the mint, and only a small percentage of coins are affected, that mistake creates scarcity. The fewer of these coins that exist, the more valuable they become. And when you combine rarity with high demand, you get a coin that is worth far more than its face value. But how do you know if you have one of these rare 2002 Roosevelt dimes in your collection or in your change jar? The first thing you'll want to do is examine the details of the coin closely. Look for signs of misalignment. If the design appears to be off-center or if parts of the image are missing or blurry, you may have a valuable error coin on your hands. The best way to identify a misaligned coin is to look at the Roosevelt portrait. If the image is distorted or if you can see part of the design cut off or pushed to the edge of the coin, it could be the rare 2002 dime you've been looking for. Another factor to keep in mind is the weight of the coin. A normal Roosevelt dime weighs about 2.268 grams, so if you notice that your coin is a little lighter or heavier than usual, that could be another indication that it's an error coin. However, the most reliable way to authenticate the coin is to have it professionally graded. Now, let's get back to the value of the 2002 Roosevelt dime. As we've seen, one of these rare dimes sold for $107,000 in recent years, but the value can vary depending on the condition and the market demand at the time. If you happen to come across one of these rare coins, there's a real chance that it could be worth anywhere from several $1,000s to over $100,000. This is what makes coin collecting so exciting. You never know what you might find in your pocket change, your coin jar, or even in your old collection. A single coin could be worth a fortune, just waiting to be discovered. So, the next time you're looking through your change, take a second to look at the 2002 dimes you come across. It could be the most important dime you've ever seen, one that could change your life. And now, as promised, the moment you've all been waiting for, the price. If you find one of these rare 2002 Roosevelt dimes, and it happens to be in great condition with that misalignment error, you could be holding a coin that's worth up to $107,000. That's right, $107,000 for a single dime. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of rare coins, make sure to hit that subscribe button and leave a comment below. Let us know if you found any rare coins in your collection, or if you're on the lookout for the 2002 Roosevelt dime. In the last but not least, let's dive into one of the most remarkable and surprising stories in the world of US coins. Imagine a simple dime, a 2013 dime from the Denver Mint, the kind you might find in your change, in the bottom of your purse, or lying unnoticed on the sidewalk. But this one little dime is far from ordinary. In fact, it's worth a jaw-dropping $98,000. That's right, a dime that originally had a value of just 10 cents has skyrocketed to a value that could cover a luxury car or even a down payment on a home. This particular coin has an incredible story, and we're going to uncover every reason why this tiny coin has achieved such fame and fortune. Whether you're a coin collector, an enthusiast of history, or just curious about hidden treasures, this journey into the world of the 2013 dime is sure to fascinate you. Let's start by understanding the foundation of the 2013 dime and what makes it unique. The D mint mark on this dime indicates that it was minted in Denver, one of the United States' main mints, responsible for producing billions of coins every year. But in this massive production, rare occurrences happen, unexpected, one-of-a-kind anomalies that make some coins far more valuable than others. These rare coins become prized items, known in the coin collecting world as error coins or variety coins. For many, the thrill of collecting rare coins comes from the hunt itself, the search for that one extraordinary piece that has escaped the typical characteristics of a standard coin and become something far more valuable. And for those lucky few who find a rare dime like the 2013 D, the reward can be enormous. Now, the 2013 D dime may look like any other Roosevelt dime to most people. It has the familiar face of President Franklin D. Roosevelt on one side, a figure who has graced the dime since 1946 as a tribute to his contributions to American history and his leadership during some of the most challenging periods in the 20th century. On the reverse side, we see the torch, olive branch, and oak branch, symbols of freedom, peace, and strength. But what sets this particular 2013 D dime apart from all the others isn't what you see at first glance. It's the result of rare minting quirks, combined with pristine condition and an allure of scarcity, that has propelled its value into the tens of thousands. So, why is it that out of billions of dimes minted, a handful reach such an astronomical value? It all comes down to factors like minting errors, the coin's condition, and the overall rarity of the specific characteristics. In the case of this dime, collectors discovered that it bore unique qualities, almost like a fingerprint, small differences that distinguish it from others minted that same year. Sometimes, an unusual error occurs during the minting process that makes a coin completely unique. Such mistakes can include off-center strikes, double die errors, misaligned dates, or other visible defects. These unusual characteristics turn an otherwise ordinary coin into a prized possession, a collectible item worth a small fortune. For the 2013 D dime, the key features that make it valuable lie in these specific errors, the striking process, and its historical context. The 2013 D Roosevelt dime was minted in Denver, Colorado, and features the iconic design of President Franklin D. Roosevelt on the obverse, with a torch, oak branch, and olive branch on the reverse. This coin is part of the long-running Roosevelt dime series, which began in 1946 and continues to this day. The 2013 D dime is made of 91.67% copper and 8.33% nickel. With a diameter of 17.91 mm and a weight of 2.268 grams, while the 2013 D dime may not be the rarest or most valuable coin, certain conditions make it highly sought after. Collectors covet coins with minimal wear, striking errors, or unique mint marks. Bearer coins, like double-struck coins, off-center coins, and coins with misprinted dates, command impressive prices. Grading services like PCGS and NGC play a crucial role in certifying authenticity and condition. Market demand drives the price, with seasoned collectors and investors driving the demand. This coin's rarity stems from its perfect blend of art, history, and scarcity. Imagine finding a 2013 D dime in pristine condition, with a unique error or mint mark. Let's examine the coin's design elements, starting with Roosevelt's portrait. Notice the subtle texture. That's precision craftsmanship. The coin's metal composition is 91.67% copper, 8.33% nickel. We'll explore the evolution of the dime, from its introduction in 1796 to the present day. Coin collecting offers the thrill of the hunt, joy of discovery, and satisfaction of completing a set. Will digital currencies replace physical coins? We'll explore technology's impact on numismatics. John, a professional coin collector, shares his insights. I love the history, artistry, and thrill of the hunt. His rarest find? A 1913 Liberty Head nickel, graded MS66. One reason these errors occur is that the minting process is intricate, involving heavy-duty machinery and high-speed production lines where each die strikes blanks at rapid speeds. Even with the stringent quality control in place, small errors slip through. When these errors go unnoticed, they create a unique coin, different from the millions of others. Some errors may be subtle, requiring close inspection, but serious collectors and experts have developed an eye for spotting them. And the value of these errors, especially on a coin as rare as the 2013 D dime, can be tremendous. Collectors and enthusiasts are willing to pay substantial amounts, as these mistakes add not only to the coin's rarity but also to its charm and historical appeal. It's also important to note that the physical condition of a coin dramatically affects its value. A coin's state can mean the difference between a dime worth a few dollars and one worth tens of thousands. This particular 2013 D dime, valued at $98,000, is in a highly desirable state, with no noticeable wear, scratches, or damage. Its pristine quality is another major factor contributing to its exceptional worth. For collectors, finding a coin from recent years in such mint condition is rare, as coins in circulation quickly show signs of wear. But every once in a while, a coin like this one emerges, having somehow been preserved from the usual scuffs and scratches of daily transactions. Beyond condition, there's an emotional and historical element that drives the high prices of rare coins. Coins are artifacts of history, symbols of the era in which they were made. The 2013 D dime, for example, comes from a time not so distant, yet it carries the timeless legacy of Roosevelt, a reminder of the post-World War II era and America's progress since. Collectors are drawn to coins that capture historical moments or embody significant changes in the minting process. The small details, like the mint mark or specific design elements, are windows into the world in which these coins were produced. In this sense, owning a rare coin is like holding a piece of history in your hand, a tangible connection to the past that offers more than just monetary value. It's an artifact with its own story. This high value attached to rare coins like the 2013 D dime has inspired many people to start searching their pocket change and coin collections in hopes of finding one of these treasures. The thrill of discovering a valuable coin that could be worth tens of thousands, even if it's hidden in plain sight, has fueled a resurgence in interest around coin collecting. Coins become treasures waiting to be found, and each new discovery adds to the excitement in the collecting community. And every so often, an unexpected dime like the 2013 D pops up, creating a buzz among collectors and inspiring others to pay close attention to the coins they come across in everyday life. At auctions, rare coins have been known to fetch astounding prices, particularly those with unique features like errors or remarkable condition. The 2013 D dime, due to its specific characteristics and the demand among collectors, has commanded a premium, fetching up to $98,000 in auctions. This price is not only a reflection of the coin's rarity and condition but also a testament to the growing interest in numismatics, the study or collection of coins, metals, and currency. For those who study coins, each one is more than a simple unit of currency. It's an object of historical significance, art, and cultural meaning. The appeal of this 2013 D dime extends beyond its monetary value. For numismatists, or coin enthusiasts, the coin represents an exciting challenge and the potential for new discoveries. Every time a new error or unique variety coin is found, it opens up the possibility that there could be more like it out there, waiting to be discovered. And as more collectors and hobbyists examine their collections or sift through loose change, it raises the chances of uncovering another hidden gem. The 2013 D dime has thus become a symbol of possibility, a reminder that treasures might be hiding in the most unexpected places, just waiting to be found and appreciated.